Okay, guys, so I'm here to do my top 15 PS3 game list. Okay, now, the one thing I want to state is that when I first got the PS3 last year, I really enjoyed playing it. It was a nice system. There's no backwards compatibility. Did I say compatibility with it? But I guess you can get the PS Plus if you want to play those kinds of games. Uh, so let me start off with number 15 for my top 15 PS3 titles. Alright? Alright, and the first one is Disgaea 4. Alright? Alright, number 14 is Final Fantasy 13-2. Number 13 is Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, I did think that was actually better than the second one. Alright, number 12 is Twisted Metal. Not my favorite Twisted Metal, necessarily, but... Alright, number... Did I say number 11? Okay, number 11 is a Disgaea Triple Play Collection. Okay, basically it has the Disgaea 4, Disgaea D2, and Disgaea 3 all together in one. Although mainly what I really enjoy about this one is Disgaea D2. That's why I got it, and pretty cheap. I mean, 22 bucks. That's not bad. Alright. Now we're going to move on to 10. Alright. Now, I actually thought this game was pretty cool for 10. Alright, now this is Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City. Okay, this is not GTA 4. It's more like a side... It's more like kind of a side thing off from GTA 4. Which is still kind of a nice, contribute. Pretty fun to boot game. Both of those. You get 2 games in them. Alright. Next, and this is 9. This is Ultimate Alliance 2. Remember, it's not the better of the two for Ultimate Alliance, necessarily. But it's still worth a play. It's still interesting. It's still fun. And you get all your, characters from Marvel. Well, not all of them, but, the ones that are playable in the game. Alright, and this one's actually the better one. I almost beat the game on this one. It's very nice. It's kind of lengthy. It's not, too bad. I mean, I don't expect it to be like 60 hours. But it's very nice, Ultimate Alliance, this would be what, number 8? Okay. Number 7. This is actually Top Spin. Now, I know you guys might not know Top Spin very well, but this is actually a tennis game. Okay, and I actually had a lot of fun with Top Spin. I mean, I just bought it probably like 2 or 3 months ago. And I thought it was kind of fun. So I bought it for like $3. Alright. Number 6. Okay. There we go. Driver San Francisco. Now this was actually a tough call because I had to think hard about this one in the number 5 spot because of the issues that plagues in both, I mean, Driver, yeah, you're not able to get out of your car, but I mean, like the title says, it's about the game. I mean, you drive in the game. Is that not true? Yes. And it does have quite a few in-game jokes, which are actually pretty funny. And I enjoy that about the Driver series. And it has some really, really nice cars, and it's very... the cars actually don't overdrive as much as they did like in Driver 3. like some of you might know, or if you watched my Driver 3 walkthrough. So it's a pretty fun game, and there's a lot of nice cars in that game. Alright, now we're going to move on to number 5. I'm just going to talk about these last 5 for a few minutes. Okay? Now, number 5. You ready for this one? Yeah, let me bring it closer. Alright. It is the Godfather. Now, let me tell you this story. I played the Godfather for the PS2. I loved the freaking game to bits. Okay, yeah, you can't jump in the game, but you don't need to jump in every game. This game was a blast. I mean, it was pretty much the same blast as the PS2 version, except you get a few extra things in this one. I think there's some downloadable content too that you can actually get. The one thing that I had a problem with, which didn't put it higher up with me, was that there were glitches. And when I played the PS2 version, there really wasn't any glitches. So I don't know what happened when they created this one, but there were more glitches in this one than they were in the PS2 version. And that kind of upset me a bit, because I enjoyed The Godfather and from the PS2 era. I mean, I love it to bits. It's really a great game, guys. And I mean, if you guys own a PS3, I think this is a must-have. Alright. So, thank you for listening on that one. Alright, so number 4. Here we go. Alright, is GTA 5. I don't know why there's a black thing over that. I know, that's kind of weird. But I actually really enjoyed this game. I mean, there's a lot of messed up crap going on with this game. I do agree. But the game has a lot of great drivable vehicles. It has some good story content, and the missions are just top notch. I mean, I love this game to bits. I mean, it's a great Grand Theft Auto game. It is better than like the other two that I got, The Lost and the Damned, and what's that? The one with the gay guy there. I forget what was called. This one actually has some good driving missions where you have to, follow a vehicle, and just, you gotta be quite accurate in some of these missions. I mean, some of the missions are very, 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 very challenging, but they're also so worth it. And some of the stuff that you hear in this game is just so hilarious. I mean, the radio stations are a blast. The driving is a blast. The characters are very good. So, sorry, did I say Driver? Grand Theft Auto 5 is a very good game, and it deserves the number 3 spot. Is it number 3? I'm sorry, number 4 spot. My bad. Alright. Now, the number 3 spot, some of you may not be surprised about this one, is Mafia II. This game, from beginning to end, was just awesome. I mean, the only real big downside is that there could have been more helpful side missions, like that would give you stuff. But this game was freaking radical, guys. This game, I think, is a must-have for your PS3. I actually wish they bring this over to the PS4. Maybe even with some added content. That would be sweet. But, I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but it would certainly be nice. So, I mean, the game just starts out sweet. I mean, the graphics are sweet. You can jump over walls. You can drive old fancy vehicles. There are some side missions that have you look for kind of like girly magazines, and then there There's some pretty tough missions in this one, I do admit. It has a pretty dang good story. It starts out, this is one of the, I think this has one of the best starts for a PS3 game. Just maybe in my opinion, you know? So I really hope that if you guys ever get a PS3 game, this will be one of them. Because it deserves the number 3 spot. I'm going to start a new pile. Alright, number 2. Okay. Alright, some of you probably already knew this was coming. And it's Silent Hill Homecoming for the PS3. This game is pure awesomeness. I'm not saying it's perfect, though, for a Silent Hill game. I mean, of course, to me, I kind of wish they threw in, like, more enemies and more diversity with enemies. Other than that, this game, I mean, this is the longest PS3, I'm sorry, this is the longest Silent Hill game that I've actually ever played. It can go up to at least 8 to 9 to 10 hours of playtime. It's not just that, but the graphics are just, I mean, they're that of like a PS4, guys. The graphics are freaking awesome. I mean, this is top-notch, top quality. You're getting a top quality game when you're getting Silent Hill Homecoming. And it's really a good Silent Hill game. There are some really nice features that you get when you complete this game, because I have completed it, and if you beat the game on the alien ending, then after you play it again, you get the laser gun. I think you call it, what do they call it? Is it like the toy pistol or something like that? Toy laser pistol or something like that? It's really, I mean, this is a nice game, guys. There's a lot of diversity with weapons. You don't just have to use one single weapon. You can go melee or gun. And I hope you guys will definitely get a game like Silent Hill Homecoming, because it's certainly worth the money I put into this. And time. Alright. Now, for the number 1 game, which might be a surprise to some, because there's quite a lot of hatred for it. But I enjoy this game the most on the PS3. And I'll let you know why once you see what it is. And it is Disgaea 3. Now, when I actually had first gotten Disgaea 3, I was actually like, holy moly, this game is actually kind of cool. I mean, the story might not be the best because, you know, Nippon Ichi stories just aren't always usually up to par with some people. But I found myself actually kind of like laughing some of it off. I mean, what else can you do when it comes to stories like this? Now you get an onslaught, I think of like, 7 or 8 characters during this game. And there's only 8 chapters. But the difficulty spike in this game literally goes from being pretty easy to being very, very difficult. I mean, this is not an easy Disgaea game. It is not for the faint of heart. But, I mean, how bad really is the story to this one? I think on a par, it's not, like, it's kind of like average. It's not the greatest, it's not the best, but it's something worth viewing if you enjoy this kind of game. It is it's cartoony. Now, the idea behind, in case, like, there are new people watching this, the idea behind the Disgaea franchise is basically you get an assortment of weapons. You get guns, you get bow and arrows, you get swords, you get spears, you get monster weapons. But this game, I think the reason why I really like this game is because it introduces combos, okay? And basically, the idea behind the combo system that was not in Disgaea 1 and 2 is that you could actually take one character and have another character tie in to make a combo. Just as long as you did it accordingly. And in the same turn. I think you have to do it in the same turn. Also, you have more versatility with stacking characters and lifting characters on top of, other characters. Which is actually kind of nice because I noticed they did that, on further games too. So, I'm glad they kept that up to further diversify Disgaea. Now, the item world is actually one of the kind of interesting aspects of this one, because when you go into, like, how should I put it, like a side portal in the item world. So you got, like, a gate portal, but then you have, like, you have, like, the chance of getting a side portal. Like, you could actually go into the portal and then open up the option to purchase music. And have music play, have any music in the game play in the item world, which is freaking awesome. You couldn't do that in Disgaea 2. You could do that. I think they did that for the Disgaea 1 for the DS, though. One of the coolest things about this game, too, is that there are so many nice leveling maps in this game, and Disgaea is also, like, maybe I have or haven't said this in other videos, it's a grind fest. You're gonna be grinding for a bit. It's not easy, and you're gonna be grinding, and I really like this Disgaea game. There's a lot of special attacks that you can get. The way, actually, I should actually talk about that too. It's actually very interesting because it brings up kind of a debate of what's better. Do you actually think Disgaea games should actually have more, how should I put it? Like a class for them, Like for this one, they gave the main character ice attacks. Okay? They gave another character fire attacks. Okay? They kind of did that in other Disgaeas too, but not to this extent, They literally just, like, the main character cannot have a healing attack. Not like Disgaea 2. Like, you can't share magic, But, on the other hand, you have your healer that can heal anybody, and if you wanted to heal your characters, all you have to do is just line up in an adjacent line. Line your characters up adjacent, and then just heal them with a healer. Plus, you also get a story character that can also heal too, which is a princess. There's a lot of diversity in this title, and I think it really explains it once you go through. I love the special attacks. I love the combos. I love the addition of actually, toppling enemies when, you stack your characters up and stuff like that. They actually even made stages that are made practically for that, which is kind of cool. Now, the one other thing I want to talk about this game before I end this video is that I think this game is a must-buy. I know a lot of people might not like it, and a lot of people don't like the story, but it is certainly a worthwhile game to me to try and play through the whole thing. So I thank you guys for watching this video. And Disgaea 3, you did it. You are the #1 PS3 game to me. So thank you guys for watching this video. Top 15 PS3 titles.